Well, ENCA's Artim Tongana is tracking the strike for us from Cape Town this morning. Archie, good morning to you. Well, it's one of the branches where you are at. We understand there's a new offer on the table. We're wondering this morning whether or not the strike will still be going on until, of course, Nehawu and the Public Service Association have heard from their members about this new offer.
Well, the PSA and Nehawu have until 9 a.m. this morning to revert back to Sars to say whether Sars workers are agreeing to that new offer that Sars has put on the table. Well, we just came back now from the branch in Cape Town where we saw a long queue of taxpayers already lining up there and obviously intending to use the services from Sars at that particular branch. And now we've moved to the Belleville branch, where I'm seeing a lot of Sars workers actually reporting for duty this morning, and just speaking to the security guards here who actually control the vehicles that come in and out of the parking lot where Sars employees are supposed to park. We've seen a lot of them actually coming in this morning, meaning that there are a lot of the Sars workers reporting for duty this morning as opposed to last week when the strike started. But these fresh talks over the weekend could put an end to the strike, Braden. The PSA, judging from some of the reports, they sound optimistic, and Sars also coming out to say that they are very optimistic about the fresh new offer that they've put on the table. But Nehawu saying that, you know what, let's wait on the workers. They'll be giving them that offer, and then based on whether the workers agree or not, the strike could end or it could continue. But it looks like, both, well, actually all parties are tight-lipped at the stage, because I did try to get a sense of how much they're offering. Remember, workers are demanding an 11.5 and Sars was previously offering only 7%. So Sars is not coming out to say what new offer they've put on the table. They're saying that they'll leave it up to the unions to go back to the workers and say whether they will be accepting that fresh new offer that has been brought to the table by the South African Revenue Service.
Well, Archie, very quickly, we've seen a level of determination by the SARS workers really sticking to their guns, so to speak. But the mood might be different, as you say, this morning. Have you had a chance at all to speak to any of the workers who are arriving this morning in that branch in Cape Town, just to get a sense of how they're feeling about things?
Well, workers at this stage are not at liberty to speak to the media because they obviously engage through their unions. And judging from what the unions are saying, they don't really want to give out whether the offer is something that the workers will accept or not. I mean, the unions should know at this stage what the workers will be, agreeing to and what they will not be agreeing to. But they're very tight-lipped at this stage. They're not coming out to say how much Sars is offering the workers. But I must mention how the unions have also been expressing how the workers and the staff morale at Sars generally has been on a low since the scandals that are implicating a lot of Sars officials have come out in the public. And I mean, the new appointment, the new Sars commissioner coming out to say that all parties need to sit down and try to resolve this crisis, because it is today the 1st of April and it is obviously the first day of the new financial year. And I mean, last week when a lot of taxpayers were rushing for deadline, they were very frustrated and saying that they don't know whether this will also have implications on whether they submit their deadlines late or not, and whether they'll be penalized for submitting late, and whether the closing of some of those branches could also, cause that, could also mean that they will be further penalized. But, this new deal brought on the table could mean that there will no longer be a strike, or it could mean that the strike will continue. We'll hear from them after 9 a.m. this morning, Braden.